Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I'm just doing Mail Rush Part 2 since I made the first two bundles one video in the end. I didn't think this was going to arrive. I'm glad that it's turned up because I'm going to be away for a couple of days after this, and I wanted to have a few things ready, pictured up on my phone to list while I was away. It seems to be if you list like 5 items a day, a couple of items a day, then you know your stuff tends to do better, and you do actually see a difference, because you know you could have like 200 items listed, as I quite often do, with them just not shifting at all, and then you list some more stuff will start moving. Just prioritizes it better in that best match section and everything. So you know it's good to have something arrive, because with the amount of bundles we have on the way, we have like 3 or 4 more bundles still to come. It'd be nice to, you know, have some to list while I'm away. However, this video will be going up once I'm back, I should imagine, unless I get some time to edit it while I'm there. We have Huggies Little Swimmers. I'm hoping that's not what this is, because I mean, not much use to me. So I can't really remember what's in this bundle. You know that's how I like it. But just as a little bit of an update on Mail Rush 1, I've not yet been able to fig bath the figures that needed fig bathing. If you haven't seen that video already, it was a huge disappointment, really. The first bundle was really bad, and the second bundle was really filthy. And as an update to the first bundle, the Chris Masters I didn't realise was missing fingers on the opening. The Edge I didn't realise was missing fingers on the opening. The Triple H I didn't realise wasn't supposed to be broken in the opening. So I messaged them saying, look, this figure's broken, this figure's broken. I was seeing it as like a £1 a figure, so I'll take a £2 partial refund. I don't think there's any problem with that. The guy basically said back that there was it said in the description that the figures were 85% okay, which it did, but that also doesn't mean that he didn't picture that damage. Like, if you look at the picture of the Chris Masters, he has broken fingers on that picture. That's me messing up. The Rey Mysterio definitely had a head. The Triple H definitely had an arm. But, you know, it's okay, guys. It'll all get reflected in the feedback. The Hardcore Holly, which was probably the best figure in the bundle, as it turned out, his arm snapped off as I went to list him shortly after filming the video. The Christian that I said was more like a Matt Hardy body actually is a Matt Hardy body, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I do have one of those rubbish, like, fake TTL figures with the right Matt Hardy head, so I might just make the correct Matt Hardy, sell the Christian head separate, bundle up the headless Titantron figure in a photo bundle or something. But there's not really a lot to improve the price of it anyway, so I don't know. But the point is, that bundle was bad. It was even worse as time went on. You know, it's just gotten worse and worse. I think that's everything. I don't think there's any more stuff to complain about with that bundle, but we're definitely swinging from behind with that one. We definitely started off behind, so let's see what we've got in this one. I think this was a case of not a particularly great bundle, but a particularly cheap one for the amount of figures we are getting. So first of all, we've got this Titantron Triple H. We've seen this one a few times. Nothing really too fancy going on there. We've got a Chris Jericho. These kind of feel like they need fig bathing as well. They kind of feel like, I don't know, like it's just something, there's something on them at a surface level. It's actually not bad for a Chris Jericho Titantron. You know, the pink and blue is kind of interesting. It's a little bit different. We've got a Rob Van Dam. Again, feels a little bit weird. Hopefully should sell. Rob Van Dam should do okay, and it's not a bad Rob Van Dam either. Just have this weird kind of surface. It's almost like, I don't know, like it's slightly sticky, but that it's got dust on it. Like, you know, it's hard to describe. We've got the Jakks Pacific John Bradshaw Layfield. We've had this quite a few times now. I don't really know how I usually get rid of them. We've got a WCW Hollywood Hulk Hogan. This was actually my first Hulk Hogan. Of course, when I was a kid just getting into wrestling, I didn't realise it was Hulk Hogan, and I used it as a custom character anyway. Actually, looks like it has better joints than that custom character did. Doesn't have the knee pads he had, though. Maybe it's time for his return. Maybe he'll appear in Trash Fed. The custom wrestler, maybe. We'll have to see. We've got an Edge. This is quite nice as well, actually. Still weird and sticky. Got the Edge and Christian t-shirt on. Hair hanging off his boot. Lovely. Nice blue and gold attire again. Yeah, quite cool. We got this John Cena. I don't know what the hell these are in, but it is not good. We got this John Cena. Seen him a few times now. We've seen him enough. We've got a fake bone cruncher Chris Benoit, which you can usually sell Benoits to people that, you know, want to make customs of him and stuff. Head is definitely worth more than the rest of the figure. But as far as these bone crunchers are concerned, that's not saying much. We've got a Rock with only half a leg. That's good. I hope that was pictured like that. I don't remember this bundle at all. Like, I don't... There must have... Oh! This might have been one of the standouts. Yes, I remember now. This was definitely a bundle that I just got a lot of figures really cheap. This is a Classic Superstars Mankind. Really good if we can avoid breaking the arms while we try to list it. Really good figure, really nice. Actually looks better than I kind of remember them, you know, because I kind of just out of hand retrospectively think Jakks figures look crap. Very important figure next up. This is very sticky, very grim, just like all the others, but this figure is very, very important. I'll just get his hair all in the correct order. You see, I've mentioned a few times on the channel that it was actually wrestling figures that got me into wrestling to begin with. It was going around a friend's house after we'd played a bit of football, basically taking a liking to them, having an interest in Tekken and fighting games and stuff, playing with these figures, and that the rest is history. And the main thing that I gravitated towards was a brightly coloured action figure of a bright-haired gentleman that started off the whole thing for me. And I've been waiting to tell this story for a very long time. This is the first time I've got one in a bundle. And it was this Jeff Hardy with the lime green t-shirt and the multicoloured hair. I used to love the way you can, like... I mean, that's supposed to be glued down slightly more than it is. It's supposed to be glued down slightly more than that. But I did like the way you could kind of make a flower out of the top of his head. It's very, very funny. Again, hopefully should sell a Jeff Hardy. I would keep it, but I just don't think it's in the best of conditions. And one day I do intend to ask the guy who got me into figures if he still has his stuff and if he wants to get rid of him. And then I'll have the actual Jeff Hardy that got me into wrestling figures. That got me into wrestling. And we got Hurricane. He could have done it as well, to be fair. Again, lime green, nice and bright. Very, very cool. I can't remember exactly what we paid for this, but I know I got a good deal on the amount of figures. We got the clean-shaven Triple H Jakks Pacific. What we're probably going to do with these, because it is more of a case of quantity than quality, we're probably going to do like stuff like the Mankind solo and then just bundle up the rest. We've got this Titantron Undertaker. It's actually quite nice. It's actually quite a nice head for a Titantron Undertaker. Again, we've got a nice hair dangling off there. Oh, I mean, so far it's better in the quality of figures than the last video. Come on, fuck off, guys. We are still going to need a fig bath in this though. So, yeah. Now, here's an interesting one. We've got an Orlando Jordan in here. And I've only ever seen Orlando Jordan figures absolutely beat to fuck. But, actually, this one seems to be in pretty good nick. So, he could turn up in Trash Fair, maybe an NWA job, just as like a really daft thing. The joints seem really good, but I have a habit of saying, the joints seem good, and then moving them on the video, and they're actually shit. So, won't do that. We've got another one of the white and pink Stevie Richards from the last Mail Rush video. It's a weird theme you get with this kind of thing where you get a load of bundles where you start getting multiple copies of these figures that you've never had before. It's weird, but yeah, I guess, you know, I guess we're on a Stevie Richards sub-theme for this particular Mail Rush. We'll see if we get any more of him. We've got young Randy Orton as well, but this one doesn't have fake blood stains all over the face, so that's good. Maybe we've got a young Randy sub-theme in there as well. And we've got another Chris Jericho. This one's not bad. It's not great either, you know. Kind of generic. We've got a Triple H Titantron Live. The head on this really isn't bad. This really isn't a bad head by any means, any stretch of the imagination. But there's not really a whole bunch else going on. I suppose by the standards at the time, you probably weren't going to get an interesting looking Triple H Titantron, but the head is solid. There's nothing wrong with that head. We've got Eugene here. I don't know about Eugene. Like, he was a cult favorite back in his day, despite the gimmick being horrendous and offensive. You know, people liked Eugene. Maybe it'll sell, I don't know. Can't imagine there's a lot of money in it, but someone might buy it. Hope for the best. He's one of the very few figures I'd rather not use in the Fed ever, if I'm completely honest. We've got the Rock's leg, but there's no pin there for it to go back in, or for it to fell out in the first place. Like, there's nothing I can see in the box at all. We've got a quite small, actually, undisputed title. It doesn't really look it on the video, but it actually looks a fair bit smaller than these tend to be. Yeah, the Rock's leg. I'll take that out. We've got a Rey Mysterio. I've recently been made aware that, like, all Rey Mysterios are worth something on their own. Like, you know, they aren't worth a lot of money, but they will sell. You know, like £6, whatever you can get for a given Rey Mysterio, but, you know, it gets it gone rather than sitting waiting to be sold in a bundle. We've got this rather cheeky looking Rock Titantron without his jacket. Kind of looks a bit more, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking on the camera, it looks a pretty standard Rock face. Kind of looks like a little bit different there. Kind of looks like someone, but I can't put my finger on who it is. Maybe Rob Schneider? I don't know. We got a Bubba Dudley with no top. Should hopefully be cult enough to actually sell. We've got the bane of my existence, a WCW Goldberg. No demand for these, no price for these. They're garbage. They're all in terrible condition. They look ugly. I've got like 3 of these listed now. 4 or 5 different versions, but 3 of this particular one. We've got Batista. He could definitely do with a bit of a wash in the face region and everything, but this is like, is this the exact one that got remade in Ruthless Aggression Series 1? I don't know, but definitely needs a clean. But the purple and gold, kind of nice. Someone might be after that. We've got whichever is which, Doug and Danny Basham. Now, I've done alright out of these in the past. You know, there's a kind of niche tag team. There's, you know, people will buy them, and I think I got like a tenner or £12, somewhere around that for them before. They sold through global shipping program. But you never know, maybe like Trash Fed, maybe NWA, Crockett Cup, something random like that. It might appear in the Fed, you never know. And we've got another clean-shaven Triple H, Ruthless Aggression. And finally, we've got a Rene Dupree, which is quite possibly his best figure. I mean, we've got the blonde hair, we've got the purple trunks and boots. You know, it's all quite nice. We've got the Dupree on the back, got the dual-coloured hair, dual-toned hair. Although, why do I get the feeling that there was probably a fair few of these that were either all blonde or all brown, or anywhere in between, you know? Yeah, probably his best figure. Nice kind of eye-catching colours with the blonde hair, the purple tights and stuff. But yeah, that's everything for this one. Like I say, not the best bundle in the world, but it was good value for money. And, you know, I was talking about how I wanted to get these pictured up and, you know, get them listed while I was away. Well, not while they're this sticky. I mean, I could, it's not really visible, so I could just list them as they are, wash them later, like, and if they sell, which they probably won't in the meantime, then I can just, you know, sell them before I send them out. But yeah, a little bit disappointing in that respect. But, you know, a good amount of figures for a good price. Can't remember what it was, but I'm sure it was that. And yeah, better at least than the last, you know, the first mail opening in this mail rush. Second mail opening, in spite of needing the fig bath, is probably still number one, because there's just a fair few things in there that are worth a few pennies. So yeah. Anyway, if you haven't checked out that video, please do check it out in the end screen, and the mail opening playlist will also be in the end screen. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I really do appreciate you guys joining me, so thank you all for watching, and goodbye.